and there goes Fontaine. Contact and around. Crafton involved, Rhodes involved, Parker Kligerman, John Hunter Nemechek, Bo Lamastis, Johnny Sauter back there. Was it? Disaster for Matt Crafton and Ben Rhodes. A couple of championship hopefuls, and look at the debris. It started at the front with that truck, Fontaine. A little bit of contact got him sideways. And for Junior Joyner, not what he wants to see. His 88 truck crumpled.
But I tell you, Vince, I think, ooh, there's Parker Kligerman out. Obviously a huge hit for Parker. He lays down on the track. They're tending to Chris Fontaine in that 47 truck. Kevin, I think the stage racing and the job that Crafton had done to this point is going to make him safe to the next round, as his race obviously will end.
Yeah, and that's why you have to race so hard in those early stages, because you don't want to leave it, you know, to risk at the end of these races, because stuff like this is going to continue to happen as we go throughout the day. We see the 41 truck of Ben Rhodes. It'll just depend on how much damage they can get fixed within the damaged vehicle policy time limit.
There's the 21 of Sauter, who'd already clinched a playoff spot earlier today. We've now gone from yellow to red, so teams will not be able to work on their vehicles under the red flag. It's good to see Matt Crafton get out of his truck, but Stuart Friesen, who's had so many issues today, was able to avoid all the contact.
I don't know, maybe they can get to pit road and work on that engine, see if they can pick up some speed.
Brett Moffitt, another one of our championship hopefuls, who has had some issues today, as you can see with that damage, able to avoid that mess as well. It had been such a great day for Matt Crafton. He stayed on that bottom line and made his way from the back to the front, but his day is done. Let's see how it all developed. Watch like the 47 of Fontaine.
I think this is where it starts. He's up high and goes to the bottom, and Haley was there. Oh.
Watch this 75 truck, Michael. I mean, he's in the wreck right here, and he comes down the racetrack, and
no brakes, obviously.
Hit again.
Oh.
And those are the ones that they all hurt. But when you start getting hit a second and third time, that's when it really starts to catch you off guard.
Fontaine to the middle of the track, and Haley was already committed there. There was just nowhere that Haley could have gone. Bam.
Double figure trucks involved in this one.
You could see both Haley trying to get lower and Fontaine lower, and the result was carnage.
And that's what we were talking about earlier. You know, you saw the 47 truck come down right there to block. Haley had already committed to, you know, and was way lower, and you know, from where the spotters are, that's a really tough angle to tell the driver, you know, you're clear, you're clear, you're clear. And it'd be interesting to hear his radio as to what his spotter was telling him at that particular time.
Well, we had been talking earlier about it seemed like we were so close to having the big one, but everyone had been able to keep it gathered up. Not this time. 10 different trucks involved. Watch out the back of the 98 of Infinger, who was leading at the time.
Both of you are clear. You're clear now. He's not. Crash behind you. Crash behind you. Just roll on through here. The entire field's in it.
Big hit for Crafton.
Look at Todd Gilliland slipping through, and Myatt Schneider. Good job by those guys. Austin Hill. But unbelievable contact.
From the view of Noah Gregson.
Back her down, back her down, back her down. They're going to hit it, and they're going to come back to the flag. Get on the apron, 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 apron. Clear, lower, get lower. All right, keep coming through here.
I love the job Gregson did there. He went to the apron. There's room down there, and he used it.
Yeah, and a lot of times when you're running on the top, you don't have any options like that. And you know, like you say, he did a great job, and his spotter was immediately telling him, get low, get low, get lower.
Tony Hirschman, the spotter for Noah Gregson. Also spots for Kyle Busch in the Cup Series. There's the damage to that truck of Johnny Sauter. Fortunately for Sauter, he had already accrued enough points today to be able to clinch a playoff spot. There's the list of drivers involved in the accident. Sauter, Haley, both had already clinched playoff spots. Ben Rhodes and Matt Crafton not so fortunate.
There's the Chris Fontaine truck. You see they've gotten him out and pulling the truck off. Sure, he'll go to the infield care center and